Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the new Joytoy officially licensed Warhammer 40k Blood Angels 1/18 scale veteran Alberigo. This is a really nice figure. This is the packaging it comes in. New white and black box type, a lot of artwork and information down the front. It's very cool. Back of the packaging has the product images, shows you the bigger one, shows you everything you get. Three small ones that shows you the front, the back, and a close-up of the figure, the head sculpt, and the chest area. Looks pretty nice. The copyright laws are on the back also. This side is pretty much just the company information, legal information, new PC, stuff like that. On this side we have the Blood Angels veterans and his name again. And if you flip it up, it has a different angle here and here. Top and bottom just shows Warhammer on both sides. So let's go and take a look at how he's packaged inside his clamshell. Here you can see he's nicely packaged. He has everything individually packaged. He does what it comes with a cape, and he looks really nice just before you even get him out of there. Okay, here he is outside the clamshell, and I must say, he looks pretty menacing. First impressions, what stood out to me, I was hoping on a little more of a metallic finish on that death mask. It looks awesome, and I think if it would use metallic versus the gold that they have, which is not a deal breaker, it looks good, but I think it would have popped more with the metallic finish. But it's still incredible nonetheless. Taking a close look at that death mask, we have the 5 drops up top around that crown piece. Looks pretty cool. Amazing face sculpt. Oh, this is awesome. We have some silver tubing on the side. It's very, very nice. So we can turn him around. The back of him has those 5 blood drops also, and then we have a sculpted golden hair with black to bring out the sculpt work. It's very nice. We have a red piece on the back of his head there. Very nice. We do have this silver piece right there where his backpack goes. Very cool. I am loving these new parts for these figures. We do it more nonetheless of like a breastplate with some flat matte black with some white overlining dry brushing on his breastplate and his abdomen section. We do have that in place of the skull and wings that we're used to seeing. Then we have this blood drop in the center with these kind of golden wings, it looks like. Here on his waist, we do have a belt buckle. We have this very unique piece here. We have a teardrop that's like gold with spikes on it, but inside we have another teardrop with like metallic paint and some gunmetal skull there. It's pretty cool. See how cool these blood drops look? I think if they'd used that metallic paint for that death mask, that would have made this figure just perfect. Here is the purity seal on his belt. He does have a purity seal on his pistol case, with his stationary pistol. Does not come out. This is an option for presentation and display. There's a replacement piece for this, which we'll take a look at here soon. On the back, we do have the 2 cylinders, or pouch in a cylinder, pretty much sculpted together with a little bit of a white dry brushing. These are removable. They're on just with a peg. And you can see that piece, this piece, and this piece here is removable. The purity seal is not. This purity seal is not. That is on the case. We have a PVC front and back skirt. It's cool. I'm telling you one thing I am loving with these figures is definitely these black knee pads with the white skulls on them with the angels. Just below that, they look like kind of a biker gang. It looks amazing. And then on the back, just have those little red cylinders on the back of his legs. Looks pretty good. I do like these. And what I like the most about this figure, not only how awesome they look and how metal they look, the pricing is fantastic. in the US, the pricing is better than anywhere else. You get Amazon 35, 40 bucks. And then like your favorite retailers here in the US, but China wants over 50 bucks for these. So look for these. It's like a tip here on Blast Guys Reviews. Look for these at your favorite US retailers to get a $10 savings or more. So, but of course, it's up to you where you shop. But I just say, that's a heads up, that's all. So the articulation of these guys is like side, side. Nice range for the up. Looks fantastic. Then we have the down. Oh, that's even nice. Just as the up. So the up and down have a great range. Side to side. And let's see if we can get a 360 here. We can. Now, unfortunately, these have the newer 2.0 bodies. So the shoulders here have that strap. These shoulder pauldron, I should say, have that strap piece that goes behind the arm. So no more ball peg. So you do lose articulation, range of articulation. So that's about it for your arms on the outs. He has a double jointed elbow, which is great. And it does go all the way around 360. We do have the cut there still for the bicep rotation. It's really hard to get with the pauldrons in the way, but it's there. The wrist 360 all the way around. It's sitting on a ball, so basically you get the in and out, up and downs, if you like. And then in between all those little positions, pretty cool. Both arms are pretty much the same. Unfortunately, you can't get that up anymore too much. And I think they even eliminated that pull, those butterfly joints. So I'm not feeling that there. I don't want to break my figure, so I'm not going to risk it. These are my figures. I paid for them, so I got to take care of them and not risk damaging them. So we have, it's kind of stuck a little bit, side to side a little bit. I think I might need some heat for this guy. So that's not moving on, and I'm pretty sure that would give us some type of range there, side to side here, his upper body. He has a 360 rotation on his waist, but, oh, no. See, things get in the way when you do that, like these little panels here. And so you can do that if you like. There's a panel here and a panel that where the ball peg is for the cases. That's kind of loose, but that's okay. It stays on very nicely. He has thigh rotation there. Still kind of, stuff's in the way to get to that. His double jointed knees, fantastic. We have the down. And then we have the rocker side to side. Then we have the toe up. It's pretty cool. So it basically has the same articulation as from day one, but the changes are a little bit, I think, in height, not much. And these pauldrons are the biggest things that are changed in the overall articulation section of the new 2.0 bodies. And I did notice that there's more of this section has more of a whole, like, rounder diameter, and kind of some of the figures, just like maybe the normal intercessors, they have like too much of a gap there. We'll take a look at here in the future. If you watch all my videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. But other than that, I don't really see the need to change unless you're getting pauldrons that fall off all the time. I got maybe one or two, and that's usually with the bigger characters. So these pauldrons ain't gonna come off unless you break the arm or pull the arm off. So let's go ahead and take a nice look at the figure for you, so you can take a look at all those features as close as possible. Looks very cool. There's that pauldron and those rings or spikes. It's kind of an optical illusion there. I'm not sure what's going on with that pauldron top piece. Other pauldron. It's very nice. We have a little gold chalice of blood there. Here's that piece there up close. This waist, purity seals. There's this gun case. bottom of his feet. Here's his knees. And we can do a back of the head. Cool. This is probably going to be one of my favorite sets of figures, these 4 guys that came out together. I already did one, forget which one I did, but I have 2 more to go. And so don't forget to subscribe to check those out. They look really good, and then hopefully we do a comparison with all of them together also. So look forward to that. Alright, so guys, I'll take a look at the accessories it comes with. Before we do that, Joytoy's been putting this desiccant in here. If I was you, I'd recommend just getting rid of this. You want to dry out your figure too much. Unless you live in a world where it's total nothing but water in the air, high moisture. You know, who even knows they got the formula right for these. They may damage or dry out your figures and make your plastic more brittle than it is. And plus, if you don't want your kids getting those and don't eat those things. So his first accessory is going to be a sword. This is an awesome sword. I think we've seen this before. We have the gray, silver on the tip, power node, and then we have the handle, gold, handle guard, red handle, gives ownership to the Blood Angels. Love that they have the Blood Angels there on the ring. Definitely gives it ownership, and I love when the weapons can be related to the character. I think that's very cool. I did notice on some of these that the hands, that's another thing I wanted to mention. The hands are different plastic and they're super tight. So be very careful with that. Like I can't even move those. Normally on the older ones I can just, it just takes the weapon or the sword very nicely, but that's not, that's more of a trigger handle. So I'm not going to even attempt to put that in his hand without trying to heat it a little bit. Because again, I do pay for my figures and I don't want to break them. I'll have to buy another one and I don't want to do that. Because I could use that money to buy another character. It does come with the alternate set of... so I'm going to turn him here and give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So you see the pistol case. You have the option of swapping it out for this. Notice there's no purity seal on this one. And it has no handle, obviously. As you can see right there, it's the same piece, same peg. But you do get his pistol right here. So you can put that case on if he's holding his pistol in his hand. So we have his heavy bolt pistol, gunmetal color, silver, some flat matte black, drilled barrel. It's really cool. And then the magazine comes out. It does have the gold shells, nothing on top unfortunately. And that just slides in. But don't be careful putting too much pressure on there, because I've had a couple that get stuck up in there. It took a little bit to get it out. So pretty cool. And they do hold their weapons perfectly. You just got to get them in their hands without any plastic wear or stress or breaking the fingers off. He has his new power pack. He has this ring on top. These are very sharp, so be very careful. Very pricky. There's a little blood drop right there. Nice black wash over it. Black vents. Then we have the silver studs. We do have the gunmetal color here on there. The vents. Some here on the sides also. Some 4 little dots there in silver. Some black vents there. The back, I love the little attention to detail here. Especially these inside here. They didn't have to do that, but they did. So that's pretty cool. And I see, I think maybe, it might be removable, but mine's pretty well stuck on there. And also be very careful with these pins. I've seen some of them that barely fit and they get broken. The tolerances have definitely been different. See, that one's pretty tight too, so I am not going to push that. It's going to hang on just for you so you guys can see. You get that double ring going there. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty menacing, man. I'll tell you what. Then it comes with a fist hand. It comes with of a gripping hand that you might want to use for your sword, but that's pretty tight closure there, so I'd be careful. Then he has these pointing finger, kind of like giving directions if you want that. And then we have that open hand. I like these hands because you put them down like this, and like he's being handed something for display. Very nice. Last piece he has is this PVC cape. I would love to see one day to get cloth capes. That would be amazing on these. These would take these figures to a whole new level. But it's, you know, it's relatively soft. So we have the red with the black wash on it. It's pretty cool. The inside is black. As you can see, these go on over the back of this figure here. Let's see here if I can do this. I don't want to break my pegs. So you just basically want to take this and it's cut out. You gotta get those pauldrons out of the way though. See how that fit right over there, even over that silver piece. And then you carefully put this in here. Let's see if I can get it to hold just for a little bit. Yeah, and there you go. So there he is with his cape on. That is fantastic looking. It's the back of it. Looks incredible. All right. Yeah. Highly recommend this guy. Besides the little issues with the 2.0 body, the range of the shoulders is my biggest thing. I do not like how they're limited, but, you know, since he, you know, it's going to limit your display options, but he has a sword and a pistol, you really can't get too worried about, you know, having a rifle and getting his shoulder, you know, so it's not a deal breaker for me, trust me. This is awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my other videos here on Black Sky Reviews. I got a ton of Joytoy stuff to do and a load of other stuff, so you guys don't want to miss out on any of that. If you want to, you know, if you're into action figures, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, especially giving me a thumbs up if you do like the video. That'll help me out a lot, and I do appreciate that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next review.